All right, welcome into another episode of the 2022 MLB Draft Show, episode number 2 as we work our way through this 2022 class. Excited to have Bradenton, Florida's own IMG Academy's own Brady Neal, man. Bradenton, Florida, Brady Neal. Nice alliteration. How you doing today, dude?
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
Good, man. Good. I want to jump right into it. So you hit a big old home run at the Perfect Game All-American Classic. Or no, excuse me, a double down the line. Double down that left field line. Tell us a little bit about Brady Neal.
I'm just a 16-year-old kid that loves to play baseball. I got 2 older brothers that pushed me a lot to make me the player I am today. I don't think I'd probably be pretty bad if I didn't have them pushing me every day when I was younger. That's basically it. Just love to play, love to compete.
Well, absolutely, man. Well, you could talk about competing. We mentioned IMG. You play for one of the most prestigious baseball, overall athletic high schools in the country now. And for a lot of last year, we thought about in our draft group, maybe Elijah Green being somebody to reclass into the 21 class. But instead, you go ahead and you reclassify yourself from the 2023 class into this year's 2022 class. Talk to me a little bit about how that process went down for you.
Really I think my sophomore year at IMG, I proved to myself, and I think I proved to a lot of other people that I can play with the older guys for sure. Like I had a good year. I was surrounded by some great players that, I got some pitches that I wouldn't normally get if I didn't have those guys hitting around me. Definitely, I'd say that. But really I feel like I proved to myself that I can do it. Like, I got that confidence in myself now that I can do it. I can play with those guys. Like, I can not only play with those guys, I can be like really successful with those guys. And so,
what's it like playing in the same? So a lot of people might not recognize the name Brady Neal, but the IMG roster had James Wood and Elijah Green and Drake Varnado and a lot of these really high quality bats. And sneaky. You're in the middle of that lineup, putting up better numbers than anyone as a 15, 16-year-old. So what's it like kind of sandwiching yourself in between some of those guys and knowing that you're just as good a hitter as some of the best guys in the country?
I think going in there, I was a good player going in, but I think I took off like mentally in the box, like preparation. I mean, those guys did so much for me, and like I wouldn't, like Sam Hunt, the other catcher, he did so much for me. Like, even though we're battling for, like, he's at Vanderbilt now, even though he's a good player too. Even though we're battling for the same position, like we're always there for each other. Like James would help me. Like, we'd sit on deck and he'd tell me like what to look for, like if the guy's showing the ball. Like Drake's a great teammate. He competes. Like, I give a lot of credit to those guys, like, and the school, all the JFG, John Ford Griffin. I don't know if y'all I've heard him, but yeah, he's just like everybody around you at IMG just pushes you to get better. That's what I like about it. Even this year, we got some new guys that can play, like John Pierre Ortiz. I'm sure y'all know him. Tayshawn.
Absolutely.
We got some guys that we can play. Like, and I think hitting in the middle of those guys, I'm not a very big guy. I'm a little guy, so they see me and they're like, oh, well, let's give this guy a fastball. And so I was ready for him most of the time. So.
Oops.
Absolutely.
But yeah, when you got Tommy White hitting behind you, you want to save the off speed for that guy because he'll put it.
Yeah, what's it like never running the bases and trotting instead?
Yeah, like those guys, it's incredible. Those guys, I was so glad I was in BP Group 2 last year, because the BP Group 1 was Elijah Green, Drake, Tommy White, Drew Gray, another PG All-American, two-way. Mm-hmm. That guy can hit. I don't think he does anymore, but he can hit. Yeah. Who else am I forgetting? Tommy, James, Elijah, Drew, I think that's it. Drake. Like, their BP is crazy. The wind's blowing in Florida, Bradenton, Florida, and these guys are hitting it over the batters out with wood. I'm just like, thank you. I don't have to hit those guys.
Is that what you started saying when batting practice Group 2 went up? Did you say, "Whoa, dude, the wind is blowing in now. What's up with that?"
Yeah, like, it was just blowing out. Y'all kidding me? It was just blowing out.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's talk about a little bit about your other side of your game. You're pretty much an old school catcher. You do everything extremely well behind the plate. You block well. You have a strong arm. You get good pop times. Talking to a few guys you caught last year, Mason Albright and Jackson Ferris, guys that mentioned your name multiple times when we were talking after games. Like you can catch these elite pitching. I mean, the last 2 years of your career has been fantastic. So, how much pride do you put on your defensive side of the game, and how far do you think you can take yourself with that?
I mean, I think that's one of my strong. My bat's come along recently. I've always been a good hitter, but seeing that pitching giving me more confidence. But behind the plate, I'm pretty confident. I'm not a cocky person. I mean, I like to have fun, but I'm pretty confident in my blocking, my throwing, like catching those guys. Great thing about IMG is I got to school this week and I start catching bullpens on Tuesday. So I'll be catching Ferris. I caught him all last year. I'll be catching him from. I think he's actually taking a break. So Davion Hickson, y'all know who he is probably.
Yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
be catching him from now until the end of the season. So like that's just
fantastic.
like I'm sure they did the minors. So like I got these guys dialed in. I know what they like to go to, certain counts, like 2-1, what does he like to go to? Like what's his first out pitch? Stuff like that. But like really just taking reps. Like we're just getting worked into it at school and I probably received 100 balls a day. Just like working on little things, like getting the inside one, like just little things. You gotta keep going over it. It's just like hitting. You gotta catch at least double the amount of swings you take. If like block, I mean, it's just blocking's mental for me. It's just I gotta sacrifice my body for the guy on the mound. Really, that's my job though. So I love it. I'm in the
I've
game.
heard that you gotta attack the ball. Got to be fearless.
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about that bat because it surprised a lot of people at the All-American Classic. I know that you only get like 1 or 2 at bats since it's a really short sample size, but having watched some of your film from PDP and area code games and some of the IMG film, it seems like you really like a lot of your power is the opposite way. You really like to drive the ball to the opposite field and to left field. Is that something you work on? Like, is that something that Brady Neal is cognizant of, or do you intrinsically let the ball travel? It's just the way that you attack the plate.
I mean, I like to work on a lot because a lot of guys like to throw me away because I got fairly quick hands, so I can react to a lot of things, even high, like low 90s, all that stuff. I can react in and drive it. But yeah, I work a lot away, like when like bottom hand drills, stuff like that. I'm throw righty dominant, so I got to work on my bottom hand, make sure my top hand or my bottom. Yeah, work on my top hand to make sure my bottom hand's not, like screwing up my swing. So really just working on it with JFG. Like I said, he's amazing. Like as James and Elijah, he does so much for us. It's just crazy. Like he's always there. I can text him at 8:00 in the morning. He'll respond if I want to go hit before school, and I can come hit after practice or before practice. He's just what he does. He likes to like talk us through like how to hit it the other way. Like just sit back, wait, relax is the biggest thing. Like put a good swing on it, hit it on the barrel, really. So
yeah, that's 16 years old. That's a mature approach. I was really impressed watching your film, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like so many guys, especially at this level, try to sell out for the 430-foot, pull side home run. I mean, but it looks like you're capable of doing that, but you're okay just peppering balls, down the left field line. So kudos.
Yeah, I hit one in high school that went pretty far, but that wasn't. I just knew last year I did a good job of playing my role on the team. Like I got Drake Varnado hit 8, Elijah hit 8. They're both hitting in front of me. I don't need to hit 8 bombs. I need to get on base to let Tommy drive me in because Tommy hits a lot of extra base hits. So I hit one against Doral that went pretty far, but besides that, I'm just hitting where they pitch me. Really, just getting on base for the guys. It's a team game. It's not about me. So just trying to get on base for them.
Really quick, that ball at Petco, did you think that was out?
I don't know. I got most of it. I don't know. I don't know I didn't know how far it was down the line. Like I never played like if it's at IMG, like I know when I get a ball, like I can walk on this one. Like I don't have to run out of the box. I know the ball's gone, but I thought I had a chance, but I didn't want to be the guy to sit there on national TV and just watch a ball. So I sprinted out of the box trying to get it.
Someone did that last year. I don't remember who it was, but yeah,
you gotta watch it. You just that moment. You're just like, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna run.
It's like Taylor Trammell hitting that Futures game double.
Yeah.
And he pointed at the dugout. You better run.
Yeah. That was fun.
Well, yeah, just talk to me a little bit more in general about this summer for you. We mentioned All-American game. You're wearing a PDP shirt, and then I saw you at PG National earlier in the summer as well. So just talk to me a little bit about how the summers went for you overall. I mean, even with 5-star, I know you played with them some this summer as well.
Yes, sir. So I'll just start off like right after high school. I made the decision that I was gonna reclass up to the 22s. I played about 4 or 5 tournaments with my 23 5-star team. Like those are my guys. I've been playing with them since I was 14. Just because I move up doesn't mean I'm too good. Those are my guys. Like all those guys are my friends. So I played with them for about 4 or 5 tournaments, and then let's see, where'd I go from there? PDP. Maybe it was first. I caught well at PDP. Struggled a little bit. I think I just put too much pressure on myself. Went to East Coast Pro. Hit well there. Caught well. What else was next? National. Went to National. That was a lot of fun. Near where I'm staying here at school. What else? What's after National? I didn't go to area code. All-American game. That was a blast. I mean, I went to the one when I was younger, and it was awesome. The All-American.
Different.
Yeah, it's just different. And then that's pretty much it. I mean, I went to the thing in Denver before PDP. I don't know if y'all saw that, but
yep,
that thing, that was a lot of fun. That place is
2
awesome.
pro parks this summer. That's
then
a good summer, man. Three pro parks this summer, actually.
I got a
With
bunch.
Tropicana, Chorus, and Pico.
Denver, and
a bunch of launching pads too.
Oh, Denver, that was crazy. Yeah, I didn't really score on up the game, but I got the call today. I'm going to the baseball factory one. That's in
nice.
Congrats. Actually, I'm allowed to say where it is, but I
got it announced. It's in Kansas City. You're good.
Okay, yeah.
That's gonna be fun, man. That's a fun summer.
That event. They've been moving that event around a little bit with everything that's been going on in the world the last couple of years. I mean, it was at Wrigley like 2 or 3 years ago, but that event is another like spectacle. They suit you up. I mean, they put you in a good position to look good, so you'll have a lot of fun with that. I'm assuming 5-star is going to make a run at WWBA. They're usually a part of WWBA. Is that another tournament that you're looking forward to? Because really, that tournament is like one of the only opportunities throughout the showcase circuit for you to kind of put on an expanded sample size. So, you got those 2 events still in front of you.
Yes, sir. I think I don't know who for sure I'm playing with in that. The 5-star teams, they usually the 22s and the 23s, they put them together, and we just have we have some close friends on that team, and I just don't want to like ruin any friendships by like having to play every game and stuff like that. So I think I'm pretty sure I'm playing for the Toronto Blue Jay scout team.
Oh, nice!
Some awesome.
Josh's
so that'll be a fun team
with Coach O'Brien with the Blue Jays. So Aiden Miller, I'm sure. I think he's playing with them.
Yeah, so. I think Arias is playing for them too. I think Ivan Arias is playing for them as well. I could be wrong though. All right. Well, Ian, I don't have any more questions. I mean, unless we want to get into the zany ones.
No, I just got one more like normal question, and we can get into something crazy. But I want to ask you a little bit about LSU. There's been a lot of turnover over the last 6 months over there. I mean, you guys added recruits, you've added different new coaching staff. So just talk to me about how that recruitment went to LSU and how excited you are to possibly play there at the end of next year or the end of the summer. Excuse me.
Yes, sir. Nolan was my guy. Like, I love Nolan. He was great to me, great to my parents, my family, like everything. And when Jay came along and Coach Fitzgerald, they're amazing too. Like I can't say anything bad. They've been great to me. He called me yesterday actually.
Love it.
They keep in touch. Really, it's just like I've only known him for a little while, and I already got it. Like I already trust him. I hope he trusts me. Like I respect him so much. Like both of them. I can tell from his Arizona team they like to hit, and I'm all about that.
Absolutely.
Like the bang.
And we got some guys coming in.
You definitely got some guys coming in for sure.
Yeah, might be. Yeah, we're gonna be good. Hopefully, we all go there. I mean we gotta wait and see.
That's a natty team right there if everybody shows up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Robbie Snelling.
Oh yeah. I mean, LSU's been pulling catchers like crazy. I mean, Moeller and Jensen. Yeah, Jensen was the other one. So
Drew Romo the year before.
Yeah, I mean they can recruit a catcher. We'll see if Brady Neal ends up on campus. All right, Brady. Well, I'm gonna hit you with some rapid fire questions. We did something a little bit different last year, but I want to change it up a little bit this year. Put you on the spot a little bit. I just did the same. I just did the same for Ian Ritchie. So we'll see kind of what questions you've got. All right, man. You've been around this class for quite a while. You've been around the 2023 class for quite a while. So I'll give you those names as well. But just right off the cuff, who's got the worst taste in music?
Worst taste in music. Oof. I could go with Drew Burris.
Drew Burris. Okay. All right, another opportunity here. Who's got the worst fashion sense? I got a pretty good answer from Ian Ritchie that might surprise you.
Worst fashion sense. I want to hear his after I. Oh God, this is hard. I don't want to say one of my boys.
These are the ones that make your brain hurt.
Well, the nice thing, Brady, is you're one of the first interviews this summer. So, I mean, anybody that you take a dump on can come on the show and go after you.
I'm gonna go. It's my best friend, Hudson Rowan.
It's baby jump right there.
Yeah, for sure. And then I guess we'll just kind of hit you with the question that was really popular at the end of last year. What's the one fact that you know about literally anything random that is probably the dumbest fact you know? Like last year, Benny Montgomery told us that Pringles aren't potato chips because the percentage of potato isn't high enough.
That's crazy. I don't know nothing like that, but I got some knowledge. Like my brother is a big fly fisherman, so like he guides people, so I know stuff about that that nobody not to say nobody cares about, but nobody in the basement
never come up in conversation.
Yeah, like they would just if my brother started talking to him, they'd just be like, what is this guy? What does he do? Does he live on the side of the mountain? Like it's just little stuff like fly fishing tips, like the flies and stuff he tells me about when I call him. So stuff definitely like that, because the people playing baseball have no clue what fly fishing is.
I mean, I'm not gonna let it go though. I want to know the dumbest fly fishing fact. You started talking about random flies right there, and now I kind of want to nickname you Lord of the Flies moving into this class.
Pretty much I don't know. He tells me all this stuff I don't know, with some with the colors and I don't know, he always tells me how his I don't know, I hope his guests don't hear this, but how his guests loses flies because he has to these guys have never done it. I'll just my brother be sitting on the back of the boat and they'll just hook him and my brother just takes it out of his
and he has to sit there and retie every fly too. It's crazy.
Just I don't know how to explain it. We should have got him on here. That's been hilarious.
Hey man, no, I think that's a great answer. We really enjoyed having you. Hey, when we had Richie on the show, he spent the first 2.5 minutes telling us the origins of his mullet. So fly fishing, it's not the craziest thing we've talked about. Anyways,
he started talking about how he got it at All American, right? The barber.
Yeah, but he started it with he's like, I've been thinking about getting a mullet for months now, and this seemed like a great idea.
That's funny.
So, I mean, hey,
peer pressure. But anyways, Brady Neal, hey man, it's been a pleasure chatting it up. Excited to see what happens here with the 2022 class and how high your name can go. If you end up at LSU, we're obviously going to be rooting for you hard. We're huge fans of your work behind the plate and at the plate. So, Brady Neal, man, thank you for joining us.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir.